get good.
Wow.
That's not good. Trying to get Allgaier and Creed. That was aggressive.
That was a huge run through that center 1 and 2 wrap in the bottom. Allgaier was trying to get to the inside of Creed. They got checked up. It allowed Quapple to just have a massive amount of momentum there, but it got real tight as they got to the exit of 2. Quapple got really loose off of 2.
You just got to bring it in this place.
You got to take advantage of those moments. That's why he went for it, because he could be sitting behind these 3 now for 10 or 20 more laps and not have another opportunity like that. When it presented itself, he went for it, rightfully so. If he could have netted both those positions, he'd have clean air to even go and chase down Brent Cruz and Sawalich.
You know, the average running position, not great for Sheldon Creed, but he too has found his most success late in Jones race for a spot there. Here's a replay. Kick it sideways and hang on.
We've seen that so many times today. And that is just, that's the O'Reilly Series. These cars at Rockingham, we saw it last year at this place. The way it's designed, yes, there's no doubt you can deny his enthusiasm. Here we're looking back. There's Sawalich in the orange, who's the leader. So this is after Cletus had already started his slide.
Boy, Cruz just barely snuck through there as well.
Yeah. Yep, so this is it's about similar to what he did in the testing video down into 3. That is the toughest corner entry-wise here at Rockingham. The car gets incredibly light. The way it loads in the banking, the front end loads first, which causes the rear to want to swap ends with the front. So it's incredibly tough, and definitely it's you know, one of those things where when you get later on tires, later in this race, the grip level's changing constantly. You have to consistently adjust for that.
Free pass here goes to Jeremy Clements, scored 26th. So we'll have 26 cars on the lead lap. Everybody out of tires. Now it's just time to ride it to the finish. And a big restart when we return. William Sawalich out front, the 19-year-old, trying to become a part of history and win here at The Rock. Big finish coming on CW. Bounces off the wall.
Big smoke. That's a tire up. Tire might be, no, tire's down.
The outside, he might have cut down a tire there, that last hit.
I'd have a hard time getting down here.
Just wait. Just sit there and kind of wait, and then you can go. There you go. That's how you do it.
He's able to get there. No caution. Restart is good.
And I misspoke there. I called them Jordan Anderson Racing teammates. 87 no longer affiliated with Jordan Anderson Racing. So here's the move. Yeah, so William H. Patterson maybe didn't know he was there.
Right there. That's what kept the tire
clear. Totally compromised.
Touch with the 32, the front rear tire with the front end of the 32 right there. That cut the tire.
Better than 4. Gets it going again.
It's going down, slowly going down.
Really hard, then it's out.
A really good job by Nathan Bird in the 42, driving for Youngs to get by, avoid an accident, and he's looking at a spot in the top 15 here. Brennan Poole back in the top 15 again.
I can't believe he got that car back. It's bottom of our screen there. Quapple once again trying to get the inside of Allgaier.
I mean, we got stuff going on all around this racetrack. William Sawalich leads by 1.8 seconds over Brandon Jones.
See the front tire
is third, and from 4th on back, it is remarkable. That's where Cruz is.
Like the front toe and the rear toe, some parts, suspension parts in the rear.
A little bit weird. He thinks he might have a tire going down. Hasn't said anything since, so it's something we'll keep an eye on.
Oh, yep. What is that?
He's got in the wall there. So something might definitely be wrong with the 19.
With 32 to go, that's a long way to ride it out. Allgaier goes by. His teammate could be the next one. 54 is Taylor Gray. Cruz has been so good today. Led 30 laps. Got a great average running position. You hope he can hang on to it. Talk so much about no margin for error for this team. Carlo referenced they've gotten good stage points today, but a bad finish when you're in position is so hard for this team who's missed races and trying to get into the chase. But he's fading fast. Quapple gets by. Carruth is there, and so is Parker Retzloff.
He's really struggling. He got rear grip in there. That could be a slow leak in a tire, essentially going down. He's going to have to assess this quickly and eventually make a decision. Do you hit pit road? This is all part of the learning experience. Doesn't have a ton of experience in these cars to know Is it a tire going down? Is it some other issue? But he's obviously off the pace and just hanging on.
Riding on board Austin Hill. He's able to get 9th away from it.
He's saying
the parade continues with Sieg and Sammy Smith.
And he's hitting, I think he's hitting pit road here.
Unscheduled stop, 28 laps to go. Here comes Brent Cruz.
Smart decision.
A tire, something's broken rear end.
Go back, no, they took
Tire
those 2
moved.
tires.
I saw that tire move.
He was in control of this race.
Right rear.
But they made that pit stop at lap 67. Comes back now with a tire issue. And as he deals with disappointment, right to your screen, left to your screen, Williams Sawaldt
Now he's a lap
across
down.
the start-finish line, 27 laps away from his first career victory. And Veterans Racing for 3rd, Sheldon Creed, Justin Allgaier.
Uh-oh. Something on the front.
They were taking a look there in the right front. Taking their time. 4 tires for Brent Cruz. It was the right decision to just get off the racetrack when he knew the issue was too big to stay out there. Very mature move for the 18-year-old.